Good morning. It is Thursday, the 21st of September. Just listening to news on radio and watching on Catch Up TV, and I see Tony Blair, the war criminal, is wanting us to rejoin the EU, and he's giving Keir Starmer advice on that. So we got what I consider to be a war criminal telling the guy that didn't prosecute Jimmy Savile it's a great idea to go back to the EU. He said it's a vote winner for Labour. Right, well let's put that to the test, see if we are being told the truth. This next general election, what I would suggest is that if you want to stay out of the EU, you vote reform. If you want to join the EU, vote Labour. And then that's the problem solved. We will have a definitive answer once and for all. We can't vote Tory either way because they listened to the mandate result and failed to act on it. They definitely didn't want to leave. So the choice is quite simple for the electorate. If you want to rejoin the EU, vote Labour. If you want to stay outside it and get a proper Brexit, vote Reform UK. That's my view on that. I was looking at an interesting clip from Margaret Thatcher saying that if we become the state where we judge by news and try by news, that's the end of freedom. Well, Russell Brand's being tried. He's not been charged by the police yet, but he's being tried by the news. So is that the end of freedom as we know it? I don't know. I'm not defending Russell Brand. Only he himself knows, and the people, who is telling the truth. But I did see a thing where the paper had took part of the text and put it where he said he was sorry, which led you to the impression that he's admitting raping that young lady. But in fact, when you see the full text, as I've seen it today, she's complaining that he didn't wear a condom. And that's what he's saying, he's sorry if that upset her. So, what do you do on them circumstances? I don't know. Time will tell. But I still believe it is a witch hunt because he's now saying things that the deep state don't want us to hear. You know, I'd never seen his things until he got this thing broke up in the paper. I always thought the guy were an idiot, a fruitcake. But when you listen to what he's doing on YouTube and his channel, he's talking a lot of sense. And, you know, the other thing that I've seen is a report from America where it says that people that have been vaccinated are now subhuman and don't have any redress to human rights. And we are actually property of the United States of America. That's a load of crap. But that is an official document from the Supreme Court in the United States. And it's been like that since 2013. So you're telling me that they had no idea that this mysterious Wuhan Chinese flu or COVID were going to break out in 2020? Why would they put that in force in 2013? You know, I think we're in the middle of a battle of good and evil. And at this moment in time, the evil people seem to be winning. The good people, turn the other cheek, as it says in the Bible. We're turning the other cheek. But there's another phrase in the Bible, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Come on, stop taking it across the mouth. Stop being slapped and turning the other cheek. It's time now to take an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Retaliate. Non-compliance to anything that we are told we must do. We are free, sovereign human beings. We are allowed to make free choices. And people trying to stifle that right. I mean, have you seen that book saying that, that England or the United Kingdom was black and Stone Age was built by the black people? What a load of crap that one is. We're allowing lefties to tell us and try and educate our children to things that are not true. Everything in this world seems to be upside down. Anything you see on the news, I now automatically try and look at the other end of the scope. Or, if it's something, what are they trying to deflect us from seeing? I don't know. The whole bloody world is crazy. Fossil fuel. How did it get the name fossil fuel? It's not from fossils. It's something that I think Rockefeller, when they found oil, wanted to make it sound special so he could get more money out of it. And fossil fuel sounds better than oil. But now they've fallen out with that. And did you ever see that when he took over the petroleum thing, he also took over the medical, donated to medical things, colleges in America, and given billions, but also if they condemned natural remedies, because he realised that fossil fuel could make medication that would be addictive to us, that once you take it, that's it, you're on it, whereas natural medicines were no ill effects, but he couldn't make any money out of it. And we're allowing that to happen even today. Now you're telling me that Palmer found an injection that could cure COVID within 2 years of it being found, yet they're taking donations for cancer research, and they've not got a cure for that in how many years? I believe there is a cure for cancer, and I believe it doesn't suit the big pharmaceutical companies to let us know, because we'd be taking money off them, and everything is money orientated. We're just peasants, we don't matter. We will have nothing and we will be happy. Fluoride in water. Not a lot of people realise how dangerous fluoride is. You want to kill somebody, overdose them with fluoride. Is this why they're letting the waters flow into the sea? Because they're saying, now it's all dirty water, you need more fluoride, we need to get more poison into you, we need to kill you quicker, And that thing where they're saying that they want to cull 95% of the world population and get rid of animals. Listen, if you're a Christian, you shouldn't believe that rubbish. If animals were and humans were destroying the earth, the good Lord would not have put us on it in the first place. He put cows on for a reason, he put animals on for a reason. Now scientists, or the upper class, are trying to turn themselves into gods and undo everything he did. Can't allow that to happen, people. Unite, get together, fight.